Well, I put 2 traps in here in this little cutout in this fence, and kind of used some of the sticks here to make that coyote step on the trap. And also I put a little bit of gland lure up high on this tree, getting close to mating season, so worked out. Real beautiful coyote. Well, got another one on a blind set over here where the side-by-side is. Had this one on a drag. Got caught up in some thick stuff. Pretty coyote. Doing these blind sets really helps out, kind of making them step where you want to. These coyotes have kind of been ignoring any kind of bait lately, so it's a good way to take them out. But I think there's a lot of food in the area, eating a lot of rabbits, so not really interested in bait. So pretty neat though. Kind of exciting whenever you just see the brush kind of moving. You can't tell what you got. There's Mia. There's my trapping dog. Hey Mia. Pretty neat. Well, good morning. As you seen earlier, we caught a female coyote in this blind set, and over here is where she took the drag. I didn't have that staked for a reason. Kind of low on drags right now, but it's an excellent choice whenever you've got a trail like this and you want that coyote to get caught and kind of, get off the trail a little bit, and that way if there's any more coyotes that come through, they're not going to be like, hey, what's up with this guy? So we still have a trap right here. The coyote moved this limb. I had it about like that, and really I do a lot of this whenever I'm beaver trapping. I'm really, for whatever reason, just now starting to kind of implement it into my coyote trapping, and it's worked out pretty good. We had the female here today, and yesterday morning there was a big male on down. It's the same type scenario. This field has kind of been brush hogged. There's a bunch of rabbits and all that, and they are just coming through here like crazy. They've got so much food, they're almost ignoring any kind of bait. So this is the way to catch them. It's also just a good idea to just kind of use this kind of technique, any kind of a blind set, anytime you're trapping, because there's always going to be those smart ones, and you just really up the odds of catching, more coyotes. But all right, here's our trap here and our drag. I like to take some barn dirt and mix it with peat moss. It seems like I'm always running into the problem of, having wet red clay dirt, and whenever you just bring your own dirt, it makes it that much easier. So we'll set this one up. Another thing good about this peat moss and using a drag, this animal, this coyote, from this morning didn't tear up this whole entire place, and my bed for my trap is almost perfect. I'm really not going to have to add that much more dirt, whereas this trap here has got, it's staked, and if I catch a coyote in that, the coyote's going to tear up this whole place, which creates eye appeal, but it's really best if you can put them on a drag, get them off that truck. So we got a good amount of chain here, and I'm just gonna throw it over there. always make sure when you're using a drag that there's going to be plenty of stuff like this to where it's going to get hung up on. Alright, so now we're going to set our trap. Go ahead and put it back in that bed. Make sure that pan latches there. Quick. You want to kind of hide that chain the best you can too. See how that bends. And see, that's perfect. There's no movement. A little there on that back jaw. But if that coyote comes up here and steps on the end of it, feels that trap kind of move, it's going to know something's up, and more than likely you're not going to catch it. So bedding the trap, which is really just making sure that trap doesn't wiggle or anything like that, just doesn't move. It's very, very important. But anyways, for anybody wondering, these traps are really ethical. We don't want to make an animal suffer. The main thing is just to hold that animal until we can get to it. And there's really, for coyotes, in my mind, there's this is the way to go. This is the way to catch them. You want to avoid any kind of a non-target catch, like a dog, anything like that. But if you do accidentally catch one, it's going to be all right. So anyways, so now we'll set it again, making sure it fires. And even though I set that off on my hand, you don't want one finger. It'll hurt, you don't want that. So you always go under that jaw, that loose jaw, and then bring your pan down. You hear the click. Alright, our trap is good and not moving. Now I'm going to get some of that dirt peat moss. Whenever I use this dirt with the peat moss, I don't use a pan cover much. It seems to never hurt. You always want to remember where that pan was. Kind of level it out like this. And right here, I kind of want that trap on a high spot, because whenever a coyote comes through here, they're a predator. They want to kind of get up high. They want to see what's going on. They're always looking for an easy meal. So whenever a coyote comes through here with all this brush in the way, chances are it's going to funnel right through here. So I'm going to kind of blend this in a little more. That's some nice dirt there. I'm going to take some of this grass, kind of always remembering where that pan was, right here. So I don't want grass on the pan. But like I said, this is a really effective way to catch coyotes. Now what I'm going to do, this stick kind of stayed in place. So my trap's right there. So typically on a loose limb like that, that coyote's not going to want to come through here and step on that. So chances are it's going to step right there. There's a mud hole right here. Typically a coyote's not going to want to really just go through that, especially the time of day or night they're coming through is usually pretty cold. So they're gonna want to kind of hit that high ground. So I'm gonna take this stick here. Well, looky there, folks. We already got a coyote in here. Get away. Go, go, go. We definitely don't want her to get in the trap, but as you can tell, we're not. If it did happen, you know, she'd be alright. But, okay. So we got this trap here. I'm gonna kind of turn that limb there. You see, it just creates a nice little funnel. And hopefully we'll have another one. Mating season's coming up, so they're thinking about that. They're moving a lot more. But hope this helps. And if you find yourself needing any kind of predator control, habitat planning, anything like that, just give us a call. Y'all have a blessed day. Good girl. Come on, coyote pup. Come on. Stepping out Nuisance for me. Good girl. What's for breakfast? Bacon. Sounds good. Let's get some bacon, Mia. Come on.
You waiting on bacon?